Will Cederian Morgan pick Alabama? I appreciate you guys being here today. Right now, inside the comment box while I get the video going, do you think that Alabama will end up with Cederian Morgan when all is said and done? Now, he does plan to commit on July 2nd. As you can see, he's got a variety of schools to choose from. So let me know inside the comment box right now. Type A inside the comment box if you think that Alabama lands Cederian Morgan. Type A inside the comment box. I feel when you look to class of 2026 prospects, I feel he's a must get. Now, I get that he's an in-state player, but when you look at his physical makeup, 6'4", 210 pounds. I mean, if you've seen his highlights, he screams must get for a lot of different reasons. And what is interesting is even at Benjamin Russell High School, right, Alexander City, he plays kind of out of that slot position. So I think he's a very versatile wide receiver, and he's the number one player in the state of Alabama. I think last year when Coach Kalen DeBoer, Courtney Morgan were getting recruiting kind of organized, a lot of people were critical of the fact that they didn't land a lot of in-state prospects from Alabama. And I think there was some sort of narrative painted that they don't care about in-state prospects. That's not necessarily the case. And I think this year we've seen them do a much better job in the state of Alabama. And I get it. Look, high school football coaches are going to want to build that relationship with Courtney Morgan and Kalen DeBoer. It takes a little bit of time. So number one player in the state of Alabama. You look to what he did last year as a junior in 2024, right? 70 receptions, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns, first round in the playoffs in the state of Alabama. 2023, 36 receptions, 622 yards. Look, he's got 112 all-purpose receptions and 1,900 yards and 19 touchdowns in just, the last couple of seasons. So he's a big playmaker. The other thing that I love about him is he's a multi-sport athlete, right? Big time track and field athlete. And I think his best long jump, or his best high jump, is 6'8", right? At the 6'8" championship where he placed second. In basketball, he was all Outlook first team, averaging 14.4 points, 11.3 rebounds. This guy's a hell of an athlete, okay? So his physical attributes and athleticism make him a welcome addition to Kalen DeBoer's roster. And what I've seen from Coach Kalen DeBoer and how he does kind of recruit his wide receivers, or how he has them fit in, is I think what we're going to see is you're going to see bigger wide receivers here at Alabama. Not to say that Coach Saban didn't recruit bigger wide receivers, but there's kind of a small list of guys that were over 6'4", 6'6" under Coach Saban. It's like, from 2017 when I started covering the team up into this point in time, kind of go back, what were wide receivers over even 6'5" that really contributed? Now, right now on the roster, I could think of a couple just off the jump. Isaiah Horton, right? 6'4". Derek Meadows, he's 6'6". Yeah, bigger wide receivers. And I think that fits in nice to the system. Bigger guys on the outside, smaller guys on the inside. So the recruiting updates, I don't know. Look, this guy can go pretty much wherever he wants. And I know right now, at this point in time, he is just wrapping up a trip in Boulder, right? Talking with Coach Prime, and Coach Prime is still a hot name. I get it. The whole thing with Shedeur Sanders and his stuff with the NFL, it's still an attractive place to go for prospects. I don't care where you're from in the country. Coach Prime is going to get his while he's at Colorado. You also have an upcoming trip to Georgia scheduled on the 16th through the 18th. Now, these are his official visits. Georgia in plays. And I feel like one of the selling points, I think, if I was trying to sell Cederian Morgan to go to Georgia, is the fact that he could probably play there immediately. Is it me, or has Georgia just not had like elite level wide receivers? It is the strangest thing. Like, I feel that if Georgia had elite level wide receivers and an elite quarterback, like, I don't know, Georgia might have strung together multiple championships. I just, for whatever reason, like even the quarterback coming back, I know it's a video for another time, I just don't feel that even Gunnar Stockton is an elite quarterback. All right. Clemson, May 30th to June 1. Okay, Clemson is a team with a lot of momentum right now. Curious to see how Dabo Swinney finishes out this recruiting class. Florida on June 6th to 8th. Billy Napier, look, he has something going there. It's an attractive place to go as well, and I think they could feed him the football. I think, I don't know. I don't do like predictions and all that sort of stuff, but to me, and let me know if you agree inside the comment box, it seems to me that at the end of the day, this will be an in-state battle between Auburn, where he's going to visit on the 13th through the 15th of June, and Alabama, where the Crimson Tide will get its last visit from the 19th through the 22nd. Do you agree with me? It sounds to me like it's going to be Coach Kalen DeBoer versus Hugh Freeze, head-to-head. How that is going to end up, I don't know. I kind of like Alabama's chances here. Now, you look to Alabama's current roster, and you look at the wide receivers that they have on place. Alabama's going to lose at least, what? 2 wide receivers, right? You're going to lose Isaiah Horton, and you're going to lose Jeremy Bernard. Those guys are going to go to the NFL. Ryan Williams still has another year, even after this year, which is even crazy to think about. So you get a younger wide receiver to come in. And I know Alabama's wide receivers right now are a nightmare. But, this is how it's going to be under Coach Kalen DeBoer. And when you have a wide receiver coach like Jamarcus Shepard, an offensive coordinator like Ryan Grubb, this place is going to be very attractive for wide receivers. And I will say this. Look, I think it might come down to this. While Auburn probably has a higher, crystal ball or something like that at this point in time, and Hugh Freeze is in a really good job, I guess, within the last year getting in-state guys, I think that Alabama, at the end of the day, ends up with Cederian Morgan because 2 things, okay? 2 things. There's a couple other reasons, but I think that the 2 things. The future of the Alabama quarterback position, okay? Savages want to play with savages. I think Cederian Morgan is a savage. I'm just going to say it. I think he's a must-get. I think he is going to contribute early on. And I think when you look to the quarterback room at Alabama, the young guys, right? Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, those guys are going to feed the wide receivers at a very high level. Those guys are future NFL stars. Okay, let's face it. The other piece of kind of that is Ryan Grubb. I think that Ryan Grubb and his philosophy is going to make Alabama that much more attractive. Those 2 key elements will not only be a reason that Alabama is a better football team this coming season, but we haven't really talked about Ryan Grubb and his overall philosophy from the offensive standpoint on the recruiting trail. So I think that you pair that up, and you have other elements, of course, like Ryan Williams is going to help with the in-state guys, of course, and Jamarcus Shepard is one hell of a wide receiver coach. So there's a couple other teams on the outside, Colorado, Georgia, Florida, Clemson, and look, he's going to go get his. But I think overall, it sounds like it's going to be Alabama. Where do you think he ends up? I want to hear from you inside the comment box. Please let me know. I would love to hear from you in regards to an impact player from the state of Alabama that I think is an absolute must-get. I appreciate you guys being here. I look forward to catching up with you guys inside the comment box. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube, wishing everybody, all the moms out there, a beautiful Mother's Day. Hope that you called your mom, told her that you love her. Talk to you soon right here on Bama Football on YouTube. See ya.